Hey, Kyron, congratulations and welcome to Philadelphia.
Thank you. Glad to be part of it.
We'll get started here with Chris Franklin and then John McMullen.
Okay.
Hey, Kyron, welcome to Philly, man. What does it feel like to be drafted by the Eagles, and what was the process like going through and talking to them during the offseason?
Man, it's an exciting moment, and just the process itself it's a bittersweet moment because you're sitting back and you're anxious and you're nervous at the same time because you're waiting to get picked up, and it's just a blessing in disguise.
Go ahead, John, and then Bo Wolf.
Hey, Kyron, congratulations. You have a lot of experience. You played on the edge. Some people scouted you as an off-ball linebacker, a lot of special teams experience. Can you kind of explain your game to the fans here in Philadelphia?
Well, I'm going to say, I'm willing to play wherever the coaches are willing to put me. They can put me in inside, DN, outside. I'm just ready to play.
Go ahead, Bo, and then Dave Zangaro.
Sort of along those lines, Kyron, and congratulations. Who are the people who you've been in touch with the Eagles throughout this process?
The inside linebacker coach and the team psychologist. We did like a little Zoom meeting together, and then they were just telling me how they so fired up and pumped.
And did you have a sense, or were you hoping that this is where you would end up?
I did have a little bit of sense because my agent was telling me something about it, but then I was like, stuff could happen because you never know how the draft could turn out.
And then what is this? What's your setup for this weekend? What have you do you have family there with you? How have you been?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say my family, they off in there shouting, partying, drinking, doing all that types of stuff in the next room. So
go ahead,
awesome, thank you.
And Zach Berman.
I wanted to ask you, I read about a meeting you had with the Eagles at the Senior Bowl. Apparently one of their coaches compared you to a player on the roster. Do you remember that, who the coach was, who the player was, and your other memories of that?
It was a DC for the Jets. I forgot who he compared me to. He said it was some dude that was on his that plays special teams for them. I think he said he's like 26 years old. I can't remember his name, but he did compare me to a dude who he said it was like my size, my speed, and he was just like, you're athletic, or you're more athletic than him, or you got speed that no other person has. And so I can't remember who he said, but he said somebody on the team. I'm trying to remember, but I can't from the top of my head.
In general, what was the Senior Bowl experience like for you? Do you feel like you turned some heads down there?
Oh man, it was an experience. Like, because when I first got invited, it was literally like 2 days before I was going to go to the NFLPA Bowl, and then like Jim Nagy called me, talk about, hey, Kyron, how about you take all your stuff in the NFLPA and bring it over here to the Senior Bowl? I was like, oh yeah, that's most definitely a must.
Go ahead, Zach, and then Tim McManus.
Hey, Kyron, congratulations. The fifth year, the extra year that you had because of COVID, how did that benefit you? And if you didn't have that year, do you think you'd be in this spot right now?
No, I mean, I don't really know how things would have played out because like you said, that fifth year actually it was just another year for me to just step up and actually put my foot down and actually show what I have, showcase what I have. But I'm going to say, for the most part, I mean, I don't know how it would have went, but I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have went as well as it did last year.
We'll go to Tim and then Martin Frank.
Hey, Kyron, congratulations. You mentioned the the team psychologist that got in touch with you. I was curious, what those conversations were like, what kind of questions were being asked and that sort of thing.
Yeah. I was going to say, he was just basically talking about my mental health. That's basically what it is. Just asking me how I go about my day-to-day routine and how I'm facing these negative challenges and how do I cope with like adversity and stuff like that. It's just basically getting to know me as a player and just seeing how I handle situations, how I react to things.
Was that pretty common among the visits that you had, the conversations you had, or was that unique to the Philadelphia?
I would say that's pretty common with like the team psychologists. Like that's pretty common because like when I went to Green Bay, it was the same thing. We was just talking about life basically.
Thank you.
We'll take two more here. So go ahead, Martin, and then Chris Franklin.
Hey, Kyron. Welcome to Philly, I guess, and congrats. I wanted to ask you, I know you kind of asked a little bit earlier about like where you see yourself fitting in, with the Eagles, but I mean, they went out and got a guy, seems like similar size and speed as you and Hassan Reddick.
I mean, is that the kind of guy you see yourself as, kind of like a rush linebacker, someone who could play the Sam, or kind of like anywhere?
Offensive, I can play anywhere. I've actually compared myself to Rashawn Riddick before because I've seen his style of play and like how he goes from sideline to sideline, and other coaches have compared me to him as well. And so it's just like I said, I can play anywhere. Sam, outside, inside, Mike, linebacker. I played it all before.
Go ahead, Chris.
One quick question too. I saw that you played Jalen Hurts actually at when he was with Oklahoma. What was that? I was like going against him, and what's it like now having him as a teammate?
I mean, it was like going against anybody else. It's like going against Kyler Murray and Baker Mayfield. They all got potential, and it's an honor to sack these dudes.
All right. Thank you for the time, Kyron.
Thank you.